Welcome to DrivenMavens.com. My name is Arvin, and we are going to focus on a review sketch. Let's go. I'm going to tackle this a little bit differently. What I've got here is a sketch that I did previously, and there are some things that were wrong with it. Mainly, the issue that I had on this sketch, which was pretty rough, was the problem with the back windshield. And the back windshield seems to be a little too far forward, and I have to bring that back. So you're going to see this a lot. A lot of the times if you are even practicing, or if you're out of practice like me, which is why I'm trying to get in the habit of doing it more often every day and post up tutorials. But every once in a while when you get rusty, it's just like anything else. If you don't work out, your muscles are sore. They're not as much accustomed to it. You don't have that momentum, and you don't seem to be as polished. So to get that polish back, no big deal. All you have to do is get back and start sketching again. So that's what we're going to do here. And most of the time, if you feel that sketches are not quite right, what you can do is, even though I'm using a Wacom tablet and using Corel's Painter 12 here, I would encourage you to just take your marker paper or tracing paper, take your sketch and use your original sketch as an underlay and sketch on top of it. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these things so people can kind of really understand the importance of doing something like that. So what I've done right now is I've just laid out the wheels here, the front and the rear wheels, and I'm going to establish some of the sections here, or reestablish the sections. All this is going to be done in real time, so you can kind of see, how quickly I execute this, which is not very quick right now at all. Oh well, it's okay. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm trying to determine where I need to bring this thing back. Okay, so here it is. This is going to be my main correction. I'm going to draw the B pillar, and I'm going to bring that back a little bit, which means the front windshield is also going to have to come back a little bit, and then we're going to bring it back further rearward on the other side. Yeah, it looks about correct. At least right now you can see that relationship, because when I come to the rear wheel, you want to make sure that that C pillar is sort of in line with your rear tire. Alright, now I'm just going to drop in my centerline section. There we go. So if you drop a vertical line from where I just laid the B pillar down, you're going to see that as we take that section to the rear shoulder of the rear 3/4 panel, you're going to find that it's going to be in line with about the middle of the rear tire, the top. I have to admit that I am amazed that, when I don't even sketch for just a couple days, how rusty you can get. Again, this is really kind of stressing the importance, why you should try to practice as often as you can. Even for, as much as I try to get in as much sketching, that, once I'm out of the groove, you get some vacation in, or if you are going out, if you're going on vacation, going somewhere, and then you kind of lay off the pencil and the digital tools, then you get rusty. All right, now that we finished that part of it. We've done the real time, and now we're going to speed this thing up. So now that you've kind of seen what the rate of speed that I was working with, I think it's kind of served its purpose. So let's just start to knock this thing out, belt it out, and get some of these details finished up. Alright, so now I'm just going to be adding all my other details. We've got the exhaust. We'll drop that in there. Notice how, again, I really enjoy just kind of drawing through my lines. You set up your construction lines, and then you start to add your radiuses and your radii, radius, plural, however you want to say it. But now we're going to go back to the other side. Now, I will be coming out with some really cool premium videos on this stuff. To kind of get you a little bit more grounded on how to do this stuff, and it's going to be analog. It's not going to be done using the computer. Computers are great. I love the tablet that I'm using because it's as close as I'm going to get to be able to give you tutorials that are kind of simulating the analog effect. But when we get to the premium videos, I want to make sure that either we're using a combination of the digital tools or we're doing straight analog, because it's really important. I think a lot of people are starting to write to me and ask me, what tablet are you using and what software, and I think it's awesome. It's great. I'm glad that I'm providing you with some inspiration for you to go out and buy some tools, but have some reservations on it because the tools are expensive. And you really should be concentrating on trying to do all these exercises by hand and not by digital means, because the digital tools are really just that. They're just tools for you to use, but the foundation is really going to be what's key in order for you to execute and improve your work. And plus, it's just fun. It's just cool. Nothing gives me more pleasure than to just take a pen and paper and just start sketching on it, and it's free, somewhat, right? Except for those damn Prismacolor pencils, man. They're expensive, but it's all right. Oh, and then I've got some other tricks that I'll be able to show you with Prismacolors and how to kind of get a little bit more mileage on your pencils there too. Alright, so we've got a lot of this laid out. The angle that I've got on that particular surface seems to be a little bit too low. That's another mistake that I just made. We got some reflections there on the side of the window. We'll add that in, and then we'll shade that up real quick. And we'll finish off the wheels. Going to add a little bit of a antenna there. All the Sirius satellite radios that these cars are equipped with, they seem to have the antenna at the top. Keep going with some shading. Some other things I'm going to be doing also in some future tutorials is just some of the kinds of effects that we create with exaggerated car sketches. A lot of car sketches actually don't make sense, but the purpose is not for it to be proportionally completely correct, but to inspire some energy in the movement. Because if you do something that looks completely like a production vehicle, then it's kind of boring. So we'll get into some of that stuff, dynamic sketching. Alright, so this is wrapping up. I've probably got a few more seconds here. I'll finish off with the spokes. And as always, remember, you don't have to finish the complete sketch. I mean, you don't have to sketch everything. You can concentrate on certain sections in particular areas. I'm not even going to touch the front wheel. I'm just going to leave it as it is. There we go. We're just about done here, finishing up the wheels, just at the rear. And the other tip that I wanted to give you is that if you're having problems on a particular area, let's just say that that area happens to be a headlamp or something, then what I would do is just to draw just the headlamp. Don't even try to draw the entire car. Just take a section, take some tracing paper, and use your sketch as an underlay, and then start to belt out some different concepts and try to rationalize that shape, that particular area, and just keep practicing and sketching that area till you sort of understand and resolve that form in your head and on paper. It's pretty critical to getting better and better and more proficient in understanding form language. And if that also fails, part of the things that you do in school is you take models and you interact with the models and use those as your props to understand that. And we will get into some of those cool things in the future, on future videos and some premium content. So hope you enjoyed this particular episode on Review Sketch, and we'll see you next time again, drivenmavens.com. Have a good one.